Hi, I'm Zaylee, and welcome to my Rhombocosa dodecahedron of interests. Today we're in the mythology and folklore corner with 5 mythical creatures that have real-world explanations. The first entry on this list, the jackalope, has been around for a while but was popularized in the 1930s by Douglas Herrick and his brother. The brothers had the idea to graft deer antlers to a jackrabbit they were taxidermying and sold it, the first of many, to a hotel in Douglas, Wyoming. According to the tall tales about the creature, the jackalope can imitate human voices, often joining in campfire songs. They are hard to hunt because of the risk of being gored by their antlers, and supposedly they can only breed during flashes of lightning. They're also not the only mythical rabbits with horns. All across the world, there are stories of horned rabbits under various different names, and this is because horned rabbits are real, just not in the way you'd think. Shope papillomavirus is a disease affecting rabbits that causes horn-like tumors to grow primarily around the head of the rabbit. Some of these pictures give me Lovecraftian horror vibes, but with some I can definitely see why people thought they were antlers. Much like the jackalope, the most likely explanation for our next creature is disease. The knot deer is, as you can probably guess, a creature that looks like a deer, but is not a deer. Not all knot deer look the same, but some common traits include weird jerky movements, forward-facing eyes, elongated canine-like mouths, standing on 2 legs, having claws or hands instead of hooves, and being unafraid of humans. Many, though definitely not all of these traits, are ones shared with a common disease that affects many different types of deer called chronic wasting disease. Sometimes called zombie deer disease, chronic wasting disease causes the deer to waste away, losing unhealthy amounts of weight, having trouble moving, and exhibiting behavioral changes such as aggression and loss of fear. As they lose weight, the emaciation can pull at their skin, making their bodies and faces look strange and unnatural. The skin pulled tight around their faces especially can make their eyes look more forward-facing, and the area around their mouths can look thinner and more elongated. Deer with this disease can definitely look pretty freaky, but they're still very much just deer. The questing beast is a medieval creature from Arthurian legend. It's described as having the head and neck of a snake, the body of a leopard, the haunches of a lion, and the feet of a deer. The sound it makes supposedly sounds like several questing or hunting dogs barking, which is how it got its name. I love the questing beast because it is literally just a giraffe, except no one in medieval England had actually seen a giraffe before, so this is their best attempt to describe and understand it. I also love that they gave the beast lore. They made a giraffe into a one-of-a-kind creature born of a human woman who was in love with her brother, so she slept with a demon in exchange for him making her brother love her. Instead, he tricked her into accusing her brother of rape, so their father had him torn apart by dogs. As he was dying, he told his sister she would give birth to an abomination that would make the same sounds as the dogs tearing him apart. For reference, this is what a giraffe sounds like, and I'll let you decide if that's accurate. Hailing from Scotland, cat-she are supernatural cats that stalk the Scottish Highlands. They are large black cats with a white spot on their chest said to either be one of the Fae, or a witch who had turned into a cat 9 times and could no longer turn back. It was believed they could steal a person's soul from their dead body if they passed over it before burial, and a saucer of milk was to be left out on the night of Samhain for the Cat-sith, as those who did would be blessed and those who did not would be cursed. Cat-sith aren't the only large cats that stalk the Highlands. Scottish wildcats are the main large cats, clocking in at about 25% larger than average domestic cats. Another large cat, the Kellis cat, is a hybrid between the Scottish wildcat and domestic cats. They are typically black and often have a white spot on their chests, much like the Cat-sith. Either one of these cats are thought to be the inspiration for the Cat-sith, but my money is on the Kellis cat. I could almost make a whole video on the last creature on our list, as it has so many variations all across the world. The most recognizable, perhaps, though, is the will-o'-wisp. These little balls of light can often be found in marshes, where they are sometimes thought to lead travelers to an untimely demise if followed. Despite this, there is no consensus as to whether they are inherently malevolent or benevolent, and are attributed to a number of things from ghosts to fairies to any other elemental creature. Luckily, we have an explanation. When organic matter like dead plants or animals decay, they produce methane gas as well as phosphine and diphosphane. The thing about phosphine and diphosphane is that when they chemically react, they can spontaneously ignite, lighting the methane to produce a flame. This is the reason will-o'-wisps are often found in swamps or marshes, as the way plants and animals decay under the marshy water allows for a buildup of these gases. If you enjoyed learning about these creatures, I can think of even more real-world explanations for mythical creatures, so like this video and subscribe if you want to see more.